In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA bets for Saturday, March 8th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our March 8th NBA slate we got going down. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetJustD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 9.46 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right. Now, speaking of that Patreon, you guys are missing out. Even if you're a free subscriber here on that Patreon, if you're not through on the paywall, you guys are still missing out. I'm going to show you why in 1 second. We had solid plays here last night. We went 4 out of 6. We had the Bulls plus 8.5. They went outright. We had the Lakers money line, Nets plus 12. We had the Nets and Warriors over 220. And then the Pelicans did not cover. We had the Pelicans at plus 5. All right. I did give out an extra free play for everyone here. So even if you were a free member, I gave this out. Lakers on the money line, they came through late and got you that cash in that end result. All right, so you guys, if you want to sign up for the community that we're building, and that they're going off 24/7, if you want to get a glimpse of that right now, all day long, going over parlays, posting winning plays as well. As you can see, we have someone winning live, quick 3-minute cash right there, plus 210 on his parlay there. We got people going, asking questions. We're posting parlays. Everything is right here for you. So you should sign up right now. Click on that link provided down below. Get connected. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes up 24/7. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. In Spectrum Center here, we have the Charlotte Hornets 14-47 going against the Brooklyn Nets 21-41. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Nets minus 155 on the money line with the comeback of the Hornets at a plus 125. Point spread at a 3.5. Total points at 215.5. For the injury report for these two teams here, starting off with the Brooklyn Nets, Cam Johnson is going to be out for a couple days here. In Charlotte Hornets, they're fully healthy. The Hornets are on the second game of a back-to-back here. Right now, they are facing the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that's tied all the way down the wire with 1 minute and 52 seconds left in that game. So they're going to be going in to this Brooklyn Nets game here home, and they have struggled against this Brooklyn Nets team. They lost 3 in a row against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at those matchups, the first one was the Nets on the money line. Nets to cover that spread in the over 219.5. The second was Nets money line and the under 205.5 on the second game. And then the third game, Nets money line again. They covered the 5.5 and it went under 211. This total here, they bumped it up to 215.5. And looking at these numbers here as home underdogs, all right, for the Charlotte Hornets, it's going at 8-20 towards the under, and that's a 28% hit rate. So that's most of these games are coming in on the under. All right, for home underdogs here in this situation here for the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets offer no rest. It goes 3-8 towards the under. It's a 27% hit rate there for the over. All right, so both of these numbers are in the favor towards the under. All right, 8-20 towards the under and 3-8 towards the under. So very high percentages here for this for the under in this game. I'm going to be leaning towards the under 215.5, and as you can see, the last two matchups went that way as well. Something about this Brooklyn Nets defense, it's really stymieing up the Charlotte Hornets offense. in 3 games that we've seen from them. Obviously, this is a lesser talented team offensively in the Charlotte Hornets compared to the Golden State Warriors, the Detroit Pistons, or Portland, or Oklahoma City, where the Brooklyn Nets put up a good fight there, kept themselves in most of these games, but they can take advantage of a lesser talented Charlotte Hornets team. So we're going to go with the Nets on the money line and the under on the 215.5. In Toyota Center here, we have the Houston Rockets 38-25 going against the New Orleans Pelicans 17-46. Looking at the current odds for this game here, we have the Rockets as solidified home favorites minus 325 on the money line with the comeback of the Pelicans at a plus 260. Point spread at a 7.5. Total points at 228.5. Full game public bet percentage here, 94% of the bets, 92% of the money all over the Houston Rockets. Point spread, 69% of the bets, 75% of the money all over the Rockets to cover that number. And for the total points, 82% of the bets, 81% of the money towards the over, 228.5. All right, looking at the injury report here for both of these teams, kicking things off with the New Orleans Pelicans. Jose Alvarado is a game time decision. Bruce Brown is out. Brandon Boston is out. Herbert Jones out for the year. DeJounte Murray out for the year. And for the Houston Rockets here, Reed Shepard is out and Fred VanVleet is out still, their leader for the Houston Rockets. All right, these two teams just faced each other. This is one of those home and home situations. And these games tend to go opposite. Okay, it goes one way and then the next game goes the other. It tends to do that. Plus, we have a triple revenge narrative here on the side of the New Orleans Pelicans. Not only have the Rockets have beaten the Pelicans 3 times in a row, they've beaten them and covered in 3 straight games. So Rockets won, covered the 9.5. Rockets won again, covered the 6.5, and then Rockets won again and covered the 3.5. 2 out of those 3 games went towards the over in that particular environment as well. For this matchup here, I think this is too many points on the board for the Pelicans here in this back-to-back situation. I believe that the Pelicans are going to make adjustments, and I like how Zion Williamson has played in this last stretch of 10 games here. He's really turning on, becoming more of a 3-dimensional basketball player with points, rebounds, and assists that he's acquired here, and I think we're getting more definitely a better effort here out of New Orleans Pelicans here, facing the Rockets for the 4th straight time. All right, so give me the Pelicans, give me the point spread here, plus 7.5 in this spot. And for the total, I think there's going to be definitely a high scoring game coming down to the wire. Give me the over on 228.5. But I love the point spread here with the Pelicans. In TD Garden here, we have the Boston Celtics 45-18 going up against the LA Lakers 40-21. Looking at the current odds for this game here, Celtics minus 250 on the money line with the comeback of the LA Lakers at a plus 200. Point spread at a 6.5. Total points at 225.5. Looking at the full game public bet percentage here, letting you know right now it is public and sharps all over the Lakers, but this line has still solidified at the 6.5. We have 56% of the bets, which is the public, on the side of Boston, but we have 88% of the money on the money line for the Lakers here. Sharps are all over the Lakers here for this spot here. Point spread, 78% of the bets, 71% all over the Lakers to cover this 6.5. This is the most public underdog here that you can ever get. It is very one-sided towards the Lakers. You expect more line movement, but no, it has held at this number at 6.5. All right, total points here, 87% of the bets, 77% of money towards the over, 225.5. Looking at the injury report here for these two teams, LA Lakers, LeBron James, game time decision, Luka Doncic, game time decision, Jackson Hayes, game time decision. They're most likely going to play in this matchup. For Rui Hachimura and Maxi Kleber, they're both out. For the Celtics, we're waiting on news about Kristaps Porzingis, game time decision, Sam Hauser, game time decision, and Drew Holiday, game time decision. I imagine 2 out of the 3 or all 3 play in this game. This is a game that you want to show up and show out, especially since the last time these two played, the Lakers blew out the Celtics as underdogs, plus 195 in LA. They covered that 6.5, and then the total was at 219. So the Lakers, it was heavily one-sided for the Boston Celtics in that game, and the opposite happened. We have literally the same thing happening in this game. And I kind of figured this would happen with all the talk about the Lakers the past week and a half, and the fact that they're on an 8-game winning streak here. it's gone to a whole nother level here with the public money all over, and it's all major red flags on here that's telling you who's going to win this game. All right, every couple days, or you'll get a game that's just like point blank obvious. All right, so this game here, it's a complete sweep with the Celtics. All right, Celtics revenge. Celtics get back here. They cool down the Lakers in this spot here. Give me the Celtics across the board. They've been on fire, and I expect Drew Holiday to play, Kristaps Porzingis to play, and we'll get a full effort from the Celtics in this one. Give me the Celtics on the money line. Celtics to cover, and give me the over 225.5. This game went under last time. I like the over in this one. Celtics, when they have a big game and put up a big one, they really go ham, and they'll do 120, 130 on that scoreboard, and they get relentless. All right, so I'll go with the Celtics money line, point spread, and over 225.5. In State Farm Arena here, we have the Atlanta Hawks 29-34 going against the Indiana Pacers 35-26. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Pacers are road favorites minus 130 here, with the comeback of the Hawks at a plus 105. Point spread at a 2.5. Point spread, total points at 243.5. Full game public bet percentage here, 64% of the bets, 86% of the money all over the Pacers. For the point spread, we have 50% of the money on Indiana, and then we have 59% of the money on Atlanta. All right, sharps are on the side, taking that point spread of that 2.5. All right, when it comes to the point spread, when it comes to the money line, they're all over the Indiana Pacers on the money line. All right, total points, 74% of the bets, 77% of the money towards the over 243.5. And that's kind of the story between these two teams with the Pacers and the Hawks. They've gone over this number of 240. Technically 241 in 4 out of the last 5 games, okay? And they really put up big numbers. One game they scored 266 points, and that was 5 games ago that they had played each other. So it's really scary to try to go under on these two teams. For the injury report here, Aaron Naismith, game time decision. Tyrese Halliburton, game time decision. Benedict Mathurin, game time decision. Isaiah Jackson is out for the year. Atlanta Hawks, all these guys, LeVert, Terrence Mann, Kit Vetri, Trae Young, and Daquan Plowden, all game time decisions. Most of these guys, I expect them to play in this spot as well. Now, these two teams are very, very familiar with each other. Like I said, the over tends to happen. The first game went towards the Pacers, as you can see in this one here, covered on the money line. It went over 251, but the Hawks covered that plus 9.5. This one here, Hawks won outright, minus 145. That point spread was in their favor, and it went over 241.5. This one has flopped in the favor of the Pacers. Usually, I like to go with the trend to go with the opposite here, but Hawks at home, it's a different story. Hawks, period, have been feisty. I like the acquisition of Karis LeVert. He's helped this offense here, especially after losing Jalen Johnson. I'm going to go with the underdog here, underdog here at plus 2.5 with the Atlanta Hawks yet again in a back-to-back spot here. We've seen it all year long with the Atlanta Hawks coming up with big win after big win when you least expect it. They beat Boston twice. They beat Cleveland twice. They beat Denver. They beat so many top-tier talented teams. They show up out of nowhere. Trae Young with the ice-cold veins that he has. Give me the Hawks plus 2.5 and give me the over 243. In Chase Center here, we have the Golden State Warriors 35-28 coming against the Detroit Pistons 35-28. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Warriors minus 235 on the money line with the comeback of the Pistons at a plus 195. Point spread at a 6.5. Total points at 230.5. Public bet percentage here, 91% of the bets, 89% of the money all over Golden State. For the point spread, 68% of the bets, 58% of the money all over Golden State to cover. And for the total points, 82% of the bets, 83% of the money towards the over 230.5. All right. Looking at the injury report here for both of these teams, Tobias Harris for the Pistons is going to be a game time decision, and Jaden Ivey is going to be out for a couple more weeks. And for the Golden State Warriors, we have Pajinski, a game time decision, and Kuminga could be back here. He's finally upgraded to a game time decision. So this could be a fully loaded team here in the Golden State Warriors with Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and Jonathan Kuminga. adding that piece to this puzzle here is going to be phenomenal to watch. I cannot wait to see all three of these guys to go and play alongside of Draymond Green. They're going to have a lot of big wings there with Kuminga. He's long and lanky. Draymond is versatile, and Jimmy Butler to defend. It's going to be a very dangerous Golden State Warriors team here. And now they're going up against the Pistons. Hit a little bit rough patch, but they lost to the Clippers there against James Harden. Really, he scored 50 points, but the team won his back. In this particular environment, these two teams have already played 107-104. That was in Detroit. More closely, tightly knit game. Under in the total of that one, that hit. And the under has hit 3 out of the last 5 matchups. But with this Golden State Warriors team here, trying to stop them from scoring is really a challenge here, and they usually put up 120 points on you rather easily here. I like the Golden State Warriors in this game across the board. Give me the Warriors on the money line. Give me the Warriors to cover that point spread, and give me the over on the total of 230.5. All right, that's going to be our final breakdown here on this particular slate on Saturday. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We can definitely talk about it down there. If you guys want to sign up for the Patreon and get these weekend plays, we also got UFC. If you want to know who's going to be winning for UFC with the Alex Pereira matchup against Ankalaev, definitely click that link provided down below. Get into that description, sign up so you can get the plays for UFC on Saturday as well. All right, you're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes over 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.